Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you know that things are heating up in the AFC East, and the Bills are right in the middle of this intense battle. We've seen some significant moves, some strategic shifts, and a lot of talk about what's coming next. And at the center of it all, there's this exciting, yet somewhat surprising rumor that's catching fire. Buffalo Bills are reportedly eyeing a major addition to their secondary, and it's none other than Dante Jackson, the cornerback from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this isn't just any move. It's a calculated, high-impact play that could reshape the Bills' defensive identity, especially in the secondary, which has been a concern lately due to injuries and some inconsistencies. Let's back up a bit and understand why this move makes so much sense for Buffalo. The Bills, sitting pretty at 5-1, have been one of the most exciting teams to watch this season. They've demonstrated offensive firepower with Josh Allen leading the charge, but their defense, especially the secondary, has faced some turbulence. We all know that Tre'Davious White has been battling injuries, and with him sidelined for parts of the season, Christian Benford has stepped up, showing promise with his 85. 6 PFF grade. Still, the need for more speed, coverage ability, and playmaking has been evident. Enter Dante Jackson, a player who, despite being with the Steelers, fits the mold perfectly, fast, agile, and with a knack for creating turnovers. Jackson, a top 40 PFF graded cornerback for 2025 and with a projection for a Pro Bowl upside, is a true speedster. His career stats are impressive: 14 interceptions, 68 pass deflections, and a coverage grade of 87.9. What truly sets him apart is his ability to lock down elite receivers and make game-changing plays. In 2025, up to October 19th, he's already accumulated 4 interceptions and 16 pass deflections, with an impressive 88.7 PFF grade. His ability to allow only a 53.2% completion percentage and limit quarterbacks to a 71.4 rating when throwing his way makes him a genuine game-changer. And let's not forget his blazing 4.32-second 40-yard dash, which makes him one of the fastest cornerbacks in the league, capable of matching up against the speediest receivers like Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle. But what makes Jackson's addition so appealing isn't just his speed or stats, it's his recent performances. In Week 4, he shut down some of the best receivers, allowing 0 catches on 8 targets against players like Justin Jefferson. That's elite-level shutdown ability. Despite battling a hamstring injury in Week 3 that kept him out for a game, Jackson has shown resilience and top-tier talent when he's on the field. His ball skills, combined with his speed, mirror the kind of player the Bills need. Someone who can elevate the entire secondary, especially against division rivals like Miami and New England, who boast explosive offenses. Now, why are the Steelers seemingly willing to part ways with Jackson? Well, despite their 4-2 record, the Steelers are in a bit of a transitional phase. Their defense, which has been quite solid in points allowed, just 18 points per game, is looking to rebuild and allocate resources differently. They're in seller mode, accumulating draft capital and freeing cap space to rebuild their roster. The Steelers are also dealing with some pressing needs on the offensive line, especially with their tackles, and they're extending T.J. Watt's contract, which is costing them a hefty $30 million cap hit. Moving Jackson, who is on a manageable cap number of around $14. $5 million in 2024 makes financial sense for them, especially as they gather draft picks, possibly aiming to bolster their depth at wide receiver, another position of need. This potential trade is not just about acquiring a player, it's about strategic positioning. The Bills, by adding Jackson, would significantly boost their secondary depth, which is already strong with Christian Benford. Jackson's presence would add at least 6 more interceptions projected for the remainder of the season, and his ability to boost coverage efficiency is crucial. With Josh Allen at quarterback, the Bills' offense is potent, but their defense needs to match that intensity. Jackson would help reduce completion percentages allowed, which currently hover around 51%, and increase the number of pass deflections per game, making life more difficult for opposing quarterbacks. And here, That's where it gets really interesting from a playoff perspective. Jackson's ability to perform in high-pressure situations, especially in the postseason, can be a defining factor. He's already shown he can shut down top receivers like Jefferson, and with a top-tier defense, the Bills could see their odds of winning the Super Bowl improve dramatically. Currently, their odds are around +3,800, but with Jackson in the fold, some sportsbooks believe those odds could tighten to +1, 0, or better. That's a massive boost, and it's not just about the numbers. It's about the confidence and swagger a player like Jackson brings to a defense that's already among the league's best. This move, if it happens, could also be a pivotal turning point in the AFC East. The Bills have been vying with the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots for division supremacy. Miami's offense, led by Tua Tagovailoa and his arsenal of speedy receivers, has been explosive. The Patriots, always tough, are trying to rebuild their offense and shore up their defense. But the Bills, with this kind of defensive upgrade, could put themselves in a position to dominate the division even more convincingly. Remember, the Bills' defense has been good but slightly inconsistent at times, especially against the run. Jackson's addition would help shore up those gaps, especially since he's also known for his ability to stuff runs when needed. 7 run stuffs this season alone. The impact on the Bills' overall game plan would be significant. Imagine a defense that can hold opponents to fewer yards per play, forcing quarterbacks into uncomfortable throws, and giving the offense even more opportunities to capitalize. The combination of Allen's dynamic playmaking with a secondary that can shut down top receivers is a recipe for sustained success. Plus, Jackson's speed and ball skills can create turnovers at crucial moments, swinging momentum and boosting the team's chances in tight games. His presence also allows defenses to be more aggressive, knowing they have a corner who can recover quickly and make plays on the ball. On the offensive side, the Bills would benefit from having a more confident and secure secondary, which means fewer big plays allowed. That translates to better field position and more scoring opportunities. When your defense can reliably prevent deep passes and force punts, the offense can play more freely, pushing the pace and keeping defenses honest. This synergy could be the difference maker in close games, especially in the playoffs where every possession counts. The Bills' coaching staff, known for their innovative schemes, would certainly find creative ways to maximize Jackson's talents, perhaps even lining him up in different coverages and blitz packages. Of course, all this hinges on the trade actually happening, but the signs point to a well-thought-out plan by the Bills' front office. They recognize the importance of bolstering their secondary and see Jackson as a perfect fit, someone who can contribute immediately and provide that extra edge needed to push for another Super Bowl appearance. The Bills have been hungry for that elusive championship, and this move could be the final piece of the puzzle. With the team's existing talent and now this potential upgrade, their Super Bowl odds could skyrocket, making them even more formidable in the postseason. Meanwhile, the Steelers, by trading Jackson, are clearly prioritizing future assets and cap flexibility. They're gathering draft capital to rebuild, especially on offense, with the aim of developing young receivers and protecting their franchise quarterback. The move also signals a shift in their defensive strategy, possibly focusing more on a team-oriented approach rather than relying heavily on individual stars. It's a calculated risk, but one that could pay off if they hit on their draft picks and develop new talent. As fans, we can only wait and see if this trade comes to fruition, but the implications are huge. The Bills would not only be adding a talented player, but also sending a clear message in the AFC East. They're in it to win, and they're willing to make bold moves to do so. This could be the start of a new chapter, one where the Bills' defense becomes even more dominant and their Super Bowl aspirations get a massive boost. It's an exciting time for Bills fans, and if this move happens, it could very well be remembered as one of the most impactful trades in recent NFL history. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Dante Jackson is the missing piece that can push the Bills over the top? Or do you believe the team should focus on other areas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills' future. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Buffalo Bills news. We're in an exciting moment in this season, and the best is yet to come.